All right. Hello, everyone. Okay, so let's get into it. I was downloading something really quick. Okay, so I'm sorry for the for being late. I was in the other chats, okay, with the non-members. So let's go ahead and get it started. Let me see who's in here. All right, Desmond starting us out with a super chat donation. The hardest working woman on YouTube. One love. Thank you, Desmond. You're so kind and considerate. I sure appreciate you, beloved. Thank you. All right, we got Aeon, that Crazy Beach Eris, Nessie X, Claudette. Okay. Laverne is here. Kathy B. All right. Aeon is in the house. Dan. Gina. All right, so let's get into it. The Crazy Beach Eris said, we love you, Queen. I love these topics. Thank you, beloved. And I love you all, too. Okay. Hey, Deronda. Okay, so now let's get into it because we're going to be talking about, if this is like a part 2 from yesterday. We talked about the neurotransmitters and how they benefit and affect the chakras. And I told you all about the 114 chakras. Now, with that all being said, let me make sure I have something real quick because I want you all to listen to Sadhguru. If I can find it, I think I sent it to my email. Let me just make sure I have that real quick. Did I send it to my email? I think I'm on the wrong email. Let me see. Hold on, give me just a second. Okay, this is it right here. Let me send this to my other email so I can use the other phone instead of this one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is a PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to go more in depth about what I was telling you all about yesterday. Because remember, yesterday I told you all that I was in a rush. I had all this stuff to do. And so, this is not it either. Hold on. Let me find this video real quick. Because I could have sworn I sent that to my email. I meant to. Because he tells you how to activate them. Let me see if I can find that video again. I already have the timestamps. Let me see. Ugh, I hate when this happens. I'm totally unprepared, people. Pay attention. I had this all set up. How did I not send it to myself? Okay, I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it. Hold on, I don't know who this man is. I don't want to listen to him. Hold on. I'm trying to get Sadhguru. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment, please. Okay, I got it. Now, I can't show you this. I'm going to only share the audio. That's why I was trying to send it to my email, because I don't have permission to use this video. Okay, so with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in. Please like the video. You can't share it because it's a members only broadcast, but you can certainly give it a like. All right, thumbs up, everyone. Okay, so now let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen because this is another PowerPoint presentation. Do we really have 114 chakras? I'm sorry, I put 144. I was thinking about what they say in the Bible, but it should be 114. Okay, now, and just to, okay, I'll change that later. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Make sure you all can see that. All right, do we really have 114 chakras? Let's talk about it. Okay, so how many chakras are there? According to the teachings of Dr. Sri Amit Ray, there are 114 chakras in the human body. Now, mind you, this is the scholar that I was telling you all about yesterday. This is the one of the scholars whose teachings I follow. Okay, now he says there's 114 chakras in the body, and so does Sadhguru. He says the same thing. Now, well, Sadhguru basically says, well, we'll get into what he says. I'll let you listen to him. Now, these are split. These 114 chakras, right, according to Dr. Sri Amit Ray, he says these are split into the 7 major chakras, 21 minor chakras, and then 86 micro chakras. Now, it's also becoming increasingly common to hear about 12 chakras. The 12 chakra system has become popular among contemporary energy healers, such as Cindy Dale and April Fender, who advocate the 12 chakra system as a way to draw on powerful energies outside of the human body. So in the modern Western world, we often talk about the 7 primary chakras, which are our primary energy centers, okay, closely tied to our physical and mental health. However, in the oral tradition of the chakra system, particularly in the tradition of Dr. Sri Amit Ray, a spiritual master, the chakras are not limited to just 7 or even 12. They extend to as many as 114 chakras in the human body. Now, the chakras can be seen as shining vortexes of vital energy, or prana. When translated literally, the Sanskrit word chakra means wheel, okay, like the zodiac wheel. This energy flows in our body through a network of 72,000 channels known as Nadis, okay, going to and around the 114 chakras. Nadis. Now, the 12 chakra system. So let's talk about that. Well, this system connects the energetic body, also known as the subtle body, and the physical body. The 12 chakra system typically includes the 7 primary chakras, which are located in the body, plus 5 transpersonal chakras that are located outside of the body. The 5 additional transpersonal chakras combine spiritual and transcendent aspects of the human experience. Now you have the earth star chakra, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. We already know those, the first 7. Then you have the soul star chakra, sometimes known as the 9th chakra. Then the universal chakra, also known as the 10th chakra, the galactic chakra, and the divine gateway chakra. Now, some energy healers believe that there are, in fact, 13 chakras within the 12 chakra system. In these interpretations, the earth chakra is listed as 0. And there is another chakra located between the soul star chakra and the universal chakra called the spirit chakra. Now, the 114 chakras, where are they in the body? These chakras are also known as junctions because they are meeting points for the energy flows, or the nadis, which cross our physical and outer bodies. For the most part, the 114 chakras are both structural and functional and are generally linked with the organs, glands, hormones, brain areas, and neurons. The exact location of each of these 114 chakras is open to interpretation, which is why you are unlikely to find a definitive full body, like a full body picture of 114 chakras on a map. Okay, and this is what Sadhguru also says. He says the same thing, that it's left open to interpretation. Okay, because they're not all just like key points in the body. You know, Sadhguru says you have to manifest them. This is what he says. I guess the more you become spiritual enlightened. Now, among the 114 chakras, 112 are believed to reside within the body, while the other 2 are inside the body. The 112 chakras in the body arrange themselves into 7 dimensions, with 16 aspects in each dimension. These 7 dimensions, known as the 7 chakras, also form the basis for 7 schools of yoga. This is why most chakra practices focus on healing the 7 main chakras, since all the other minor and micro chakras are associated with these key energy centers. Now, the 7 major chakras can be found along the spine, starting at the tailbone and ending at the crown of the head. And so, what do the minor chakras do? Well, the 21 minor chakras are distributed all over the body, including our hands, legs, tongue, knees, elbows, clavicles, shoulders, eyes, ears, and nose. It is unusual for all these chakras to be active all the time, since some of them tend to be more prominent while some remain dormant. Let me make this a little larger so you all can see it. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice too, by the way, in case you missed it. Now, the minor chakras support the work of the 7 major chakras. They are also connected to major organs in the body, including the liver, spleen, pancreas, kidneys, and reproductive organs. Now, in this way, they help the body to produce or to process toxins, as well as supporting immunity and fertility. Minor chakras can be found in both ears, above each breast or chest if you're a male, at the intersection of the clavicle, on each palm of your hand, on each sole of your feet, above each eye, in your reproductive organs, in your liver, stomach, spleen, behind each knee, in your thymus gland, near your solar plexus chakra. Now, minor chakras are thought to be smaller in size than the 7 main chakras. The 86 micro chakras are smaller still and can be found all over the body. Okay, here we go with the BS. Hold on, beloveds. The PowerPoint wants to freeze up. Just to give it a second. I'm going to stop the share for a minute while it's trying to repair itself. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? What do you all think about all of this new information? How many of you knew that we had all these chakras? How many of you knew we had all these chakras? Some people just don't know. Some people just, y'all said, quit playing PowerPoint. Exactly. Now, I tried to repair it, like I said, but I need to get in touch with Microsoft. But Microsoft doesn't want to answer the phone these days. They keep you on hold, and then when somebody does answer, it's a recording, and then they'll tell you to go to the online information. Claudette said, you find it fascinating. Dan said, it's amazing. That Crazy Fish Air said, I knew about the 7 major ones. Okay. Dan said, get out of here, Satan, a.k.a. wig. You are a low down. Let me just go ahead and close it out. And then see if I can restart it. Okay, we're going to restart it real quick. It'll take just a second. And so like I was telling you all, you know, I'm not very good with technology, like fixing computers and things. There's some things I know how to do, but for the most part, I don't. Okay, pay attention. And so, with that all being said, now let me get the PowerPoint pulled up again. Okay, it looks like it fixed itself, so let me try to bring it back up. Okay, here we go. I don't remember. I think I was on the second or third one. But so anyway, I'm just going to start on the third slide. I think that's where I possibly was. All this is good to know. Okay, I'm glad you all are enjoying it. Okay, here we go. So, now the 12 chakra system. Oh, I'm sorry. I know where I was. Hold on. I think I was a little further down. A little further down. Hold on. That's where I was, right there. Okay, minor chakras are thought to be smaller in size than the 7 main chakras. The 86 micro chakras are smaller still and can be found all over the body. These chakras are all interconnected through the energy pathways known as Nadis. Now, there is a lot of debate about the exact locations of the minor and micro chakras. So as a result, there isn't one definitive 114 chakra diagram. Okay, now they don't have a diagram for that, as I told you. So how to activate 114 chakras, according to Dr. Sri Amit Ray, 112 of the 114 chakras are in the physical body, and of those, only 108 can actually be worked on. The other chakras open as a result of the activation of the 108 chakras in the body. Now, this is what you're going to hear Sadhguru talk about. Let me enlarge this a little bit. So the number 108 is an important number. Okay, it's an important number in nature. The distance between the sun and the earth is 108 times the diameter of the sun. Remember I told you that a lot of the spiritual knowledge is, has much to do with numerology and all of that, and astrology. Now, likewise, the distance between the moon and earth is also 108 times the diameter of the moon, and the diameter of the sun is also known to be 108 times the diameter of the earth. So that number is very important. Remember, we are the universe and we're in tune with it. So we have lots in common with the universe. Now, Dr. Ray's teachings, in Dr. Amit Ray's teachings, the minor and micro chakras are often dormant and only open now and again. Now, this is why we generally focus on the 7 major chakras or the 12 chakra system. And then think about the 12 chakra system. Do you all remember that I did a video like last year? I reposted it sometime this year, months ago. But do you all remember the video that I did where I told you how the chakras are connected to the universe? Do you all remember that? Connected to planets and all of that. So when you think about the fact that there's 12 constellations, okay, there's actually 88 constellations, but out of those 88, there are 12 that fall within the direct path of the sun, the number 12. 12 fall within the direct path of the sun, and those are the ones that we're all born under, the zodiacs. Now, so there's the number 12, and then you have the 12 chakra system. So pay attention to that. So this is why we generally focus on the 7 major chakras or the 12 chakra system, as by working on these key energy centers, we are in turn balancing the minor and micro chakras, which are connected to them. Therefore, the number 108 is important in various spiritual traditions as it represents our connection with the universe. You see how these teachings, as they get more and more in depth, and as you go further and further along your spiritual journey, you start to see a lot of the things that I've already taught you now start to make even more sense. Okay, so just pay attention to that. It's called progression. All right, and evolution, like you're evolving, right? So many spiritual leaders and energy healers believe it's not possible to activate all 108 chakras at one time, let alone 114 chakras. It is simply beyond the spiritual capabilities of the normal person. But what if you're not a normal person? What if you're an extraordinary person? So what are the 72,000 Nadis? Nadis is the name for the channels through which energies, known as prana, are said to flow throughout the body. The Nadis are connected at certain points of intensity, in other words, the chakras. There is thought to be a huge number of Nadis, but the number commonly quoted is 72,000. But just like the 114 chakra map, we tend to focus on a smaller number of Nadis, which are thought to be the most powerful. Yeah, when it's a bunch, they usually only focus on a smaller group, because those are usually the ones most often used. Like they said, some of them lie dormant. Now, the Shiva Samhita, an ancient classical yoga treatise, refers to 3 principal nadis. Now, the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Now, the Ida can be found on the left of the spine, while the Pingala lies to the right of the spine. The I can't say this word. Sushumna runs through the center of the spine. Now, the junctions at which the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna meet are the chakras. Okay, that's where they meet. Now, as discussed, the chakras are like spinning wheels, radiating energy, which is carried out by the nadi to the rest of the body. So the energy flow in the nadi is associated with the sleep cycle. The sleep cycle is the circadian rhythm and the ultradian rhythm of the body. Now, the ultradian rhythm of the body is associated with our fundamental bodily functions, such as brain wave frequency, hormone secretion, sleep, and blood flow. As such, the 72,000 nadi are closely connected with the heart area. Okay, right above are the brain area. They're connected with the heart area, the brain area, and the navel area of the body. Now pay attention, because you all don't know which of these questions or which of this information is going to be on that trivia, but trust and believe it will be on there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you listen to Sadhguru talk about how to activate these chakras. I'm going to put his picture on the screen and play the audio. I have it timestamped. I'm going to start it at about 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Everyone, please get the lights up. That's right. Aeon said, relax and take notes. That crazy bitch Eric said, oh, Lord. Okay, so here we go. Lights up, everyone. Let me cue this video to the timestamp.
If you came here 150 years ago, it functioned. Place it.
Now, he has a heavy accent, so pay attention. Some of the things may be a little difficult to understand.
16, 7 chakras. And when by the time you go there, you may be in so much pain that you don't experience anything, you just want to come down. A lot of people are like this. They come all the way to Kailash. All they want is to go back and find a hotel room where they can sleep and shit in a proper place. Really. I'm not joking. They start fantasizing about how they will use the bathrooms. Though we provide them with the most scenic bathrooms in the world. So before you go there, don't fantasize, no use. Don't even think of all this chakras for our business, all this. This is all you have to look at. Simple, you know. Let's say you take this flower, you want to throw it at hen. Will it go there or will it fly somewhere else? That's a question. With every moment, if this has to touch the tip of your nose, will it touch you or will it go like this? This is the question. I'm saying something as simple as moving your hand to looking, to observing, to seeing. Can you do everything with a certain level of precision? If you bring this precision into everything that you do, you are slowly gaining control over this. Physically, forget about energy. First physically, physical body itself flying all over the place, you don't know where it goes. Now, this is why we asked you to do Hatha Yoga in the morning, to get the precision. After doing Surya Namaskar for 3 years, still we can find 12 mistakes, minimum. Because to get precision is not easy. Takes a lot of work. Lots of work. If you bring that into your thing, slowly you gain mastery over the system. First over the voluntary part of it, then over the involuntary parts of it, then over energy, then over intelligence, then over thought, emotion, everything. Sitting here, if you ask me, when I become the master of the universe, how does it feel? If you get halfway, you may feel like Alexander, the Great. He wanted to conquer the world and know how it feels. He conquered half and felt terrible. So 3.5 chakras, if you get mastery, you may feel terrible. You think so? You think so? I'm saying that's not how it works. Don't waste your time with these kind of things. I will tell you, Chakraswara, how it feels like this, like this, like this, like this. What do you know?
Hold on, let me fast forward, beloveds.
And effortlessly. This boy, you must put him on a duty at the Surya Kund. Up and down, you must empty the tank tomorrow. If you have children, if you did everything the way they like it, they would have been squawny nonsense. Yes or no? No. Then, little crippled guru, Because if you already know what he will do with you, and you already calculated what will happen, what will not happen, it doesn't work like that. It will always come in a way you never imagined possible. And because…
Hold on, I'm sorry, but he's just rambling on and on. I don't want to listen to all of this. Hold on. Let me go to this other video real quick. Sadhguru's long-winded. I mean, so am I, but I get to the point quick. Hold on just a moment, beloveds.
Wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup.
So, the journey from the Mooladhara to Agna, there are 112 ways to get there. But from there to there is no way. It is just one jump. That can happen in trust, in devotion, or in madness. Choice is yours. 114. If about 21 of them are on, you will live a complete life. You will not feel any inadequacy. You will live a complete physical life. There will be no problem with your life. You will think you're a great success, but you are only 21. That is less than 21% out of 114. Less than 20%. At less than 20%, you will feel like a complete life without any inadequacies. The remaining percentage of life, what is it about? It is not even needed if your intention is just to live well. If you activate this dimension of energy, other dimensions of life will open up. One thing is, are you ready for those dimensions? The question is not about whether it's good or bad. The question is just about, are you ready for it? Because even if the best things in life come to your life, when you are not ready for it, it will not be a good thing for you. In your experience, it will not be a good thing if something came to you when you're not ready for it, isn't it so? Even if it's the greatest thing, it may be the greatest thing, but it came to you when you are not ready for it, then it is not a good thing, isn't it? So are you ready for it, is the first question. If you're ready for it, what can we do for it? What can we do to activate? There are various ways of doing this, many ways, but the Kundalini Yoga, are people familiar with Kundalini Yoga, practicing or… Okay. Kundalini Yoga, I'm not making a comment about anybody, okay? Kundalini Yoga in its essence is the most dangerous form of yoga. I'm saying dangerous because it's the most potent also. What is most potent is always the most dangerous, if improperly handled. There are various kinds of energy in the world right now. Even the electricity is being produced in so many different ways. One of the ways that we do it is through nuclear reactions, nuclear reactors rather. It is the most efficient way of producing energy that we know right now, but it is also the most dangerous way, isn't it? When things go wrong, they go seriously wrong. When they're going right, it is the easiest and the best way to produce energy on the planet is nuclear energy actually. But when it goes bad really bad, like in ways that you can't fix it. So similarly with Kundalini Yoga, it is the most potent and it is the most dangerous. Without the necessary preparation and guidance, without expert guidance, constant guidance and observation, nobody should ever attempt it. But the problem is, books have been written about it and everybody wants to do the highest yoga. Nobody wants to start with A, everybody wants to start the alphabet with Z. This attitude itself is dangerous. What can be a life-transforming force can become a life-destructive force simply because without the necessary commitment and dedication and focus and understanding, it is being handled. Anyway, about rising the Kundalini. If the Kundalini rises, the dimensions of your life will change so rapidly that you must be willing to make the outside adjustments equally quick. Otherwise, things will fall apart in a big way. In the classical yogic traditions, there is a certain type of yoga we teach for people who live in family situations. There is a certain other type of yoga we teach for ascetics. In Isha we have both the forms. We have ascetic yoga and we have the general yoga. We will never teach you the ascetic form. That is the most potent way to do it. But it will demand a certain dimension of discipline and focus which your regular lives will not allow. If you do that kind of yoga, it will dismantle your outside life instantly. Now this yoga is not designed to dismantle your life. This yoga is designed to make your life happen better. When life happens better, when things happen better, you make more money, your business is going better, your profession is happening better. You are generally, unfortunately, your longing to seek the higher becomes slower. Yes?
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I think we've heard enough. I'm sorry. I almost literally, and I'm not even joking at this point. Hunya says she's been trying to get off the phone for 40 minutes now. Okay, now here's the thing. Did anybody feel like they were being put in a trance while you were listening to him with that melodic music in the background? Did anybody feel like that? I feel like I was getting caught up with it. Like I was almost in a trance. How about you all? I'm sure you all are so nefarious you didn't even have that problem. Did anybody feel like that? I almost got swept away in it. And I realized, okay, why am I still listening to him? So basically, okay, it's not just me. Okay. Okay, Kathy B said no. But Nessie X said she did. Exactly. Jonah and that crazy bitch says, yeah. I started feeling like I'm getting drawn in and I almost forgot myself. That's why I just kept listening and listening. But he already said what you can do to activate the chakras like 10 minutes ago. He said you have to do the Kundalini yoga. Okay, Claudette said no, she went and started her dishwasher. Okay, so he was talking about doing the Kundalini yoga. He said it's the most difficult yoga to do, and it's very hard. But that's one of the ways you can activate them. Now, mind you, he says these are different dimensions. Okay? Kathy B says she's working. Okay. So with that all being said, he also said in another video I watched, or maybe it was another part of this one, he was talking about how you have to manifest these things. So at the end of the day, it's very difficult for anyone to have all 114 of them fully operational at one time. Right? But if you could get 12 of these chakras working at one time, the 12 chakras, right? And then get them all activated and they're aligned and in balance, I'm very sure you would be able to likely know how to even manipulate energy, as some people can do. There's a guy on TikTok, and I've seen him. He's a young guy too. He looks like he's manipulating energy, but I would have to be right there in person because it looks like he's doing it on the video. But some people, a lot of people believe it, but a few people will say, there's always haters. I don't know if they're just hating or they're just really doubters. But one person said to him one day that they didn't think he was really doing it. They thought it was the ceiling fan, because the ceiling fan was on. And so he had a piece of aluminum foil folded and it was standing up and he was moving his hands, and it might take him a while sometime, but he could literally make it move. Now, one day I was thinking, when the person pointed out the ceiling fan, I said, yeah, that ceiling fan could have a little something to do with it. And so then he did it without the fan being on. But I think he absolutely can do it. And I think you all could do it too if you raise your levels of consciousness and raise the Kundalini energy. When you rise into your higher selves. We're not there yet. We're still working on it. Okay? Laverne said, I thought I was good on meditation. Okay? So, no, we always need to meditate. Meditation raises our vibrational frequencies and it cleanses and relaxes the mind. Okay? We should be meditating every day, beloved. Okay? So, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and conclude the broadcast, but it's very important to know about your chakras because these are your energy centers. And also, the reason I wanted to tell you about the neurotransmitters and how they stimulate the chakras or help to balance them and all those things is because if the chakras are not aligned, if the chakras are not balanced, then you can have different issues that you don't even realize, the reason for why you're having them, like depression, just being lethargic, low energy, and all of those things, irritable, different things pertaining to different chakras. Okay, so that's why it's very important to pay attention to those things. And listen, just to let you all know, I am going to be having a webinar. I was going to have it in October, but no, I'm not going to be ready because I have a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to be having a webinar Probably, I think I want to have it, I'm trying to think, should I have it before or after Christmas? See, I don't celebrate holidays. You all likely do. So maybe in November or January. But I'll let you all know. But I'm going to be having a webinar, and it's going to be some explosive information beyond the things that you all have been learning on here. Okay? And so, with that all being said, just prepare for that. All right? It's going to be a webinar coming up, and it's going to be $99.99. All right? So with that all being said, I don't celebrate holidays either, says Claudette. Right. I stopped doing that a while ago, beloved. Yes. So with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. Gina said this broadcast was very knowledgeable. I got some work to do. Absolutely. Thank you, beloved. Kathy B says, sounds good. Okay, thanks. So with that all being said, I love you all to life. I'm glad you all tuned in. I hope you all got something out of it. And we'll see what all you retained when we have that trivia tomorrow. Okay? So everyone enjoy the rest of this evening. Laverne said thank you. Stop celebrating holidays. That's right. Okay, so anyway, I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. And don't forget, starting next week, I'm going to have a spiritual channel on TikTok. Okay? And I think I'm going to call it Esoteric Realms, because I saw Hundia put that in the chat, and I like it. Hundia said, big up yourself, McQueen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. All right. So, and let me just tell you all this before I go. I told you all this earlier. But Spice on Love and Hip Hop, my friend called me last night. I told you all. And she said that Bambi called Spice Wig. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Okay? Okay, Hundy said catch the replay. Okay, all right, so you all enjoy the rest of this evening, and I will see you all tomorrow morning for your morning wake-up call. Everyone enjoy your day or your evening. Peace.